good, YouTube? It's your boy Damian Cryer, and I'm back with another video. So man, today I am at Kroger's, man. Actually, I feel like I'm right back home in Indiana, man, because this Kroger's is set up just like the Kroger's back home in Indiana. So as you guys can see by the title, of course, it's another request cooking video. So somebody asked me, would I please make catfish, whole catfish? So it's been a while because you guys always see me cooking tilapia. It's been so long since I made whole catfish. Matter of fact, I think that's because whole catfish is not one of whole catfish is not one of my favorite things to cook because the fish is so thick and you have to like put these little slits in it when you deep fry it. But today I'm going to do that video because you guys asked me to do cooking catfish. So, or basically how do I cook catfish. So I'm actually inside Kroger's right here in Houston, and I'm actually headed back to the deli. The reason why I say it feel like I'm back home in Indiana, because when you walk in Kroger's, the first thing you see is all this stuff right here. See all the fruits, vegetables over there. This is, I mean, as soon as that you literally walk in the door, everything is like right there, just like back at home. So I have to say, this is one of the first stores that I've actually come inside of since I've been in Houston, and it makes me feel like I'm right back home in Indiana. Now, I have to actually go and see if the deli is like the one back home in Indiana. Like back home, our seafood deli is like, it's like a really, really huge display, and they have like all of the fish out, sorted different fish out. So I'm really excited to see their little fish selection here. And guys, I'm sorry for the background noise. You know, when you come to a grocery store, I'm not the only one in the store. It's a lot of people in the store. Now, if you guys have, ooh, it's getting bright on me. See how it got bright? Certain parts of the store is actually brighter. If you guys have like a cooking video request that you guys want me to do, man, leave me a comment after the video in the description box down below. Also guys, if you have not followed me on social media, all of my social media links are in the description down box below. Now, my Facebook is at full capacity, but I'm in the process of working on a Facebook fan page for you guys. That way I can accept more friends and we can, you know what I'm saying, try to engage a little bit more. So I'm gonna turn this camera off for a minute, guys, until I find this deli, and I'll see you guys. You know, that didn't take long, guys. I walked right into the deli. The deli's right here, but it's nothing like our deli back home in Indiana. This deli is actually a little bit smaller than our deli at home. Normally, like our deli, you don't see crab legs in our deli back at home. All this would be, all this would be actually full of different type of fish. There wouldn't be any crabs, or this part kind of looks like ours a little bit. But they would have perch and all kind of stuff out right now, but I don't see any perch. I don't even, they got catfish nuggets right there, but I don't see any whole catfish. Oh wait, there's, that looks like catfish fillet. Oh, there we go, right there. Holy cow, they only got 3 left, man. They only got 3 whole catfish left. But I guess, what do I expect, because it's only just me, so. I'm good, how you doing? Good. So I'm finna get these 3 whole can you weigh those 3 catfish up for me, please? So I'm finna get these 3 whole catfish right here, and then I'm gonna find some seasoning. Normally I use this seasoning called Andy's seasoning. I don't know if they have Andy's at this Kroger's, but I'm gonna look around the store and see if I can find it. Normally it would be like in that same area where the fish is at. So hopefully I can find the Andy seasoning, but from where I'm at right now, I don't really see it. Nope, I don't see the Andy seasoning. I'm gonna just keep looking around, and hopefully I don't have to walk all over the whole entire store to find it. Now, I'm not for sure what I'm gonna cook with this catfish, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe like some type of vegetable. I don't know, green beans or something like that. I definitely don't want corn, because I just ate a lot of corn during that seafood mukbang I did the other day. So again, guys, after this video, man, let me know what foods you want me to cook. I'm thinking about doing a huge Sunday dinner for you guys. Thank you, appreciate it. You have a blessed day. Okay, cool, good price. Okay, so I got my whole catfish, guys, so I'm finna go look for the seasoning. And I don't see Andy's, but you know what I do see? I do see fish fry stuff over here, but it's not like Andy's back home, man. It's nothing like the other Andy's. I might actually try. See, the Andy's that I'm looking for, it would say Andy's on the bag, and it would come in the bag something like this. But this is not Andy's seasoning. So I'm hoping I'll find it, because that stuff, man, is so good. All of this is actually probably really good. I've actually used this when I cooked for the Prince family before, and they actually love this seasoning. But since I've been here, I have not found the actual Andy's seasoning. So you know what I'm going to actually do, guys? I'm going to actually try this right here. They make this look so good on the bag. So I'm gonna see if I can make my fish look just like that. So I got the fish, I got the seasoning, and I don't really think there's nothing else I need for the fish. I'm not gonna be using tartar sauce, I'm gonna use hot sauce. I don't know a lot of people who actually use tartar sauce in my circle. I don't know a lot of people in my circle. And when I say my circle, I mean the people that I hang around with on a day-to-day basis. And you guys know who those people are. So you know what I think I'm gonna do, guys? You know what? Something just dawned on me. I think I can make the fish, and I got some shrimp at home in the refrigerator. So I can actually put the fish and shrimp together, all fried, of course, and then some type of vegetable. So I'm gonna go back here and see if I can find some vegetables. There's something else I need, but again, when I come to the store, I never ever make a list. And again, I think I do that on purpose, because if I don't make a list, it gives me an excuse to come back to the store to get me out the house. Because I'll be trying to get out the house, find anything to do to get out the house. But, because I'll be at the crib bored sometimes. Literally, I mean, I'll be bored. Yeah, I got Netflix and all that stuff, but I still be at the crib bored. Like, I don't have nothing to do, man. So, I think what I'm gonna do, again, I'm trying to think if I got some vegetables at home. Now that I think about it, you know what just dawned on me, guys? I don't have any type of canned goods in my cabinets. I have no vegetables at home, no canned goods in the cabinet or nothing. So I think that's what I better do. I better go buy me some canned goods. So what's up, guys? I'm finally back home in the kitchen, man. Now, I know somebody was like, man, every video you be wearing white t-shirts in every cooking video. So today I put a great champion shirt on. I try to wear stuff that match color coordinated. Of course, y'all can't see the shoes I got on, but I try to color coordinate every day. I'll just hold them up. I got these on today, my 12 Jordans with the shirt. So I decided not to put the white t-shirt on today. See, I told you guys, I do be listening. Y'all think I be capping, I be listening, man. Anyway, man, thank you guys for always commenting and leaving positive comments on every video, man. I feel so great, man, to have you guys with me. So today, man, as I said earlier when I was at Kroger's, I was asked to do how to cook whole catfish. So today I'm going to be doing that video for you guys. And if you guys want me to do the eating part of that video, let me know in the description box down below, and I'll bring you that, guys. I'll bring you guys that video later on today. So anyway, I went ahead and kind of prepped everything. I didn't know what I wanted to eat with the fish, so I went ahead and I got corn on the cob, and I also have shrimp. So this is what the fish actually looks like in the shrimp now. I hope you guys can see that. This is actually the raw version. And when I get done, I'll show you guys the cooked version. I'm kind of gonna move kind of fast because I have the grease on already. I wanted to prep everything before I actually started. That way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing step by step. I'm gonna be taking the camera off the tripod from time to time to bring you guys in closer for some close-up shots so you can see what's going on. But this is the seasoning that I'm using today. This is Louisiana seasoned crispy fish fry. And I bought that at Kroger's as well. It was like $1.99. I think maybe $2.99 or something like that. So, y'all know I do everything the old school way. I have 2 bags together, and I'm just gonna pour the contents of the bag right inside here, just like that. And I'm gonna test my grease to make sure my grease is hot enough, because you don't want to set fish inside of grease that's warm, because the fish will just soak up the grease. So what I'll do is actually wait till the grease is really hot and popping, and then I'll put the fish in. That way it's frying evenly. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this right here and just set it right in there and see to make sure that it's frying. I wanna show you guys what I just did. So I'm gonna actually take this off now. I was gonna wait a little bit to do that, but I'm gonna take it off now to show you guys. So that way you don't make any mistakes or hurt yourself while you're cooking fish. I'm gonna turn the stove light on too to make it a little better. There we go. So this is the contents right here. I'm just gonna take a little bit. This is how I test to see if my grease is ready. I'll take and put a little bit in here and watch this. See how that moves around like that? That's how I know that the fish is, grease is ready. Then I have the corn on right here. That's already boiling, and yes, I have my coffee. People's like, oh, you old fashioned, you drinking coffee? Absolutely, you better believe I'm drinking coffee. Cause man, I'll be up real early, man. I'll be trying to get some sleep, putting this back on the tripod for you guys. So I'll be up kind of early, so I have my coffee already ready. These fish aren't really that big, but they're the right size. And yes, I did clean the fish off. Like I said, I prepped everything before I turned the camera on, because when you're cooking food like this, you want to make sure everything's prepped. And I'll show you guys the type of oil that I'm actually using. Now what I'm gonna do, once I get this all mixed around here, I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod again and show you what it looks like when I set this fish in here. Make sure that you shake off the excess cornmeal inside the bag, so that way you don't have a skillet full of cornmeal when you're done. Because I'm old school, so sometimes I use the grease more than one time in case I'm frying other fish. And also, I'll use the same exact batter that I'm using now to fry the fish. Once the fish is done, I will use that same exact batter to put the shrimp in and mix the shrimp up good and set them in there. Now, the other day when I did a seafood mukbang or seafood boil, I fried the shrimp, but I did not use any type of oil. I'm sorry, I didn't use any type of seasoning as far as the meal seasoning. I just kind of buttered the pan up and then put the shrimp in there to let them just do their thing. I also used that Cajun seafood boil seasoning at the time. However, today is going to be a slight bit different. I'm going to actually use the batter for the shrimp as well. So it's going to be like fried fish and fried shrimp with the batter. So right now I got the fish cooking. Take this off again for you guys. Sorry, I don't have a camera person, but you guys are always appreciative of how I do things, even without camera person. Somebody suggested, well, you should get a tripod. I do have a tripod right here, guys, but it's not always easy to move that tripod really close when you're cooking, because in case the camera falls, and I have dropped my camera before and had to lose it for a while I was in the shop. I've actually since then bought another camera, so now I have two cameras, but I only use one camera. The other camera is like a backup camera, or if I'm doing videos with somebody else, I can have another camera set up somewhere. That way I can have different scenes and different clips and different angles. But anyway, as I said earlier when I was at the store, guys, let me know in the comment section down below after this video what you want me to cook next. Now, yes, I am going to cook a dinner Sunday. It's gonna be kind of like a pretty large dinner. I got the cabbage already today. I got the smoked ham hocks. So we're gonna be doing smoked ham hocks and cabbage, and then another side. So you guys tell me what other side should I do with the smoked ham hock and cabbage, because I think I need another side. The smoked ham hocks is actually gonna be separate from the cabbage. I won't cook them together because the cabbage is gonna cook fairly quick. The smoked ham hocks is gonna take a few hours to actually get done. But there's one more side that I'm missing. I did want to do greens because I don't want to have two types of green vegetables. I want the cabbage, the smoked ham hocks, which is maybe, no, I won't even consider the smoked ham hocks a main course because that's part of the cabbage. Think if I should maybe, let me know if I should make pork chops. And you know what, I just so happen to have pork chops. Or fried chicken legs, or chicken leg quarters or something like that. But anyway, this is the progress of the fish. I was only able to put 2 fish in there at a time. Basically what I do is I let the fish cook for like a few minutes on one side. And the reason why I say that, because the catfish aren't really big. They're kind of like the smaller catfish, which is actually good. And also what gave me the advantage is because I had the grease already scalding hot before I put the fish in, which actually helped. so the fish won't take as long to cook on each side. Normally, if it's bigger catfish that I'm frying, what I would normally do is I would actually put little slits down the side of the fish. Like right here, I don't want to get this too close. I would actually put like little slits, like a cut there, a cut there, and a cut there, a cut there, a cut there, and a cut there. Then I would flip it over and I would put maybe 2 cuts on the opposite side. And the reason for that is because catfish is actually a really, really thick fish. It's not thin like tilapia, perch, or bluegills. Catfish is a really thick fish. So luckily for me, when I went to the store, they had 3 catfish left, and they were actually the perfect size that I normally would like to fry. Now, catfish is not my favorite fish in the world, but I do eat it, and because of subscriber requests is the reason why I went out and I bought this fish today. I don't mind going out spending money on extra food if you guys want me to cook that type of food. But again, I try to buy stuff in smaller portions so that way the food doesn't go to waste. Y'all know how we do. We cook a lot of food, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Comment down below. We cook a lot of food, and then we overcook stuff, and we put it in the refrigerator, wrap it up, and then we say, oh, I'll eat it tomorrow or something like that. And we end up throwing it away. So that's the reason for that. So this fish right here is cooking really good right now. So I'm going to actually find my tongs. And tongs, here we go. We have tongs. And I'm gonna actually kind of move them around a little bit. I should have got a towel to lay my tongs on. That way that grease doesn't, oh, look at that, guys. Look at that, look. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Look at that fish, man. That fish, look at this, look. Oh my God, it's coming out really good, guys. Now, most important thing about making, oh, let me put these up. Let me get a towel here. Most important thing about when you're cooking fish, something that you really want to make sure, this is extremely critical, what I'm gonna say, guys. Extremely critical. When you're frying fish or frying any type of meat for that matter, you want to make sure if the meat is this thick, you have at least this much grease in the pan. The reason for that, because you don't want to set your meat inside of a skillet with grease in it and only have just a small little bit of grease in it, because the meat won't fry all the way through. What you will do is you will end up frying the outside of the meat. And then when you get to the middle of it, you'll end up seeing raw food. You guys ever bit into a piece of chicken and it was really good, the season was on point, the outside was beautiful, it was nice and crispy, and then when you got to the middle of it, it was like bloody. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, it's definitely happened to me. When I first started cooking like fish and especially chicken, when I first started frying chicken, I think it was like drumsticks. I had to grease up extremely high, which made the chicken cook extremely fast. So basically what had happened was the chicken wasn't done on the inside, but it was done on the outside. And the most embarrassing thing for me when I did that was I wasn't just cooking the chicken for me. I was cooking for other people, and it was like my first time cooking it. I had the big head, thought I was, you know, knew what I was doing. So you want to make sure that your meat is halfway covered up in the oil, and this right here is a perfect example. See how the fish is actually down inside the grease and it's not like on top of it, and that's going to ensure you 100% that your fish or your meat that you're cooking is done. This is the oil that I'm using right here. I'm gonna set this up here. I'm using this right here, guys, canola oil, for my frying. I use this oil because it's not violent. Like, and what I mean by violent, you guys ever be frying something like French fries or food or something, and you walk past the stove and the grease is popping all over the place, and it's like, that's what I mean by violent, the violent grease. The canola oil is real gentle, and it's friendly, it's user friendly, which means it's not real violent grease. I can stand right here next to the stove like I am, and it's not popping. So that's one important thing about when you buying your products to fry your food in. Yes, it's good to all, I mean, you know, we all want to save a buck here and there, so there's nothing wrong with saving $1 or $2 there, trying to buy the cheaper stuff. But if you can, you know, afford to add that extra $1.20 or $1.50 to get the better oil, get the canola oil, because at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about the grease popping in your face. And that's one of my worst fears, is frying something and the oil pops and hit me in the eye or something. So that is really scary for me. But anyway, guys, this is the process of it right now, the progress of it, excuse me. Fish is cooking really well. I'm gonna actually turn the camera, look at that, guys. Oh my God. The progress is actually coming along well. And before I turn the camera off real quick, I just wanna show you guys something. You guys might have noticed that I did not season the fish, and I would not season the shrimp either. And this is the reason why. This stuff right here is kind of blurred, I'm sorry about that. This stuff right here is actually already pre-seasoned. That's the wonderful thing about it. So you don't have to ever worry about over-seasoning it or under-seasoning it, because the season is always on point when you use that kind of stuff right there. Now, I do prefer the Andes. The Andes is normally the one that I normally get, but this Kroger's that I went to today did not have Andes. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this camera off just for a second, guys. So please don't go anywhere, because I wanna show you guys the finished product. So I will be right, guys. So I'm back real quick. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. I just turned the fish over for the third time. So the first two pieces of the fish are actually done. And if you guys remember, there was only 3 whole fish. So this fish right here is actually done. And there's actually one more piece of fish in the bag. And then I'm actually gonna put the shrimp inside of the bag when I get there. Oh, by the way, you guys see that wine right there? Stella Rosa. I drank that for the first time the other night, man, and it was really good. That was my first time actually drinking it. You guys know I'm a huge wine drinker. I do love drinking wine, not because it's classy, it's just years ago I used to drink a lot of alcohol and I stopped drinking. And then when I did start back drinking, I started becoming like more of like a wine person, where I didn't really want the hard stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, there's times where I do sip on 1800 and cranberry juice. That is one of my old time favorite drinks. I think I would actually have to like have company or like be around people for me to actually drink more harder liquor like that. But it's not like an everyday thing, but I do occasionally like to drink wine, especially when I'm eating. So actually when I eat this, I might actually sip a little wine. It all depends. It's still early in the day to be drinking. It's only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyway, back to what I was saying before I get off track. This fish is just about done. You can always tell when the bubbles slow down. Normally in a deep fryer, when fish is done, it would actually start floating to the top of the grease. But it's not a deep fryer, but I can actually tell that it's done. I guess basically just based on my experience of frying fish over the years. So I'm gonna grab the first one. Make sure that you get all of that oil off there really good, so you don't have oily fish. Who the heck wants some oily food? So this is pretty much like if you go to like a restaurant and you ask for like fried fish or like a fried fish basket, this is normally what they're in the back doing. They'll take the fish and they'll put it in batter. Their deep fryers are already ready to go. You won't have to wait as long for their food to get done because they have the big deep fryers. Now and again, I have one more piece of fish in this bag. I'm going to actually just put this in there by itself, and then I'll actually see how you want to set it in there real gently, just like that. See how that grease is not biting at all? And then, like I said, I'm going to use that same batter that I fried this fish with to actually fry this raw shrimp with. And it's not really raw, but for me, it's raw because I want it fried. I don't want it grilled. I want it fried, deep fried. So I'm gonna turn the camera off again, guys, for the last time. And then when I turn the camera back on, we're gonna be putting the shrimp on and get it all together, guys. And then maybe in the next video, we'll sit down and we'll mukbang that and have a little story time with you guys. So don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, so I'm finally back. Thank you for your patience and waiting. So the fish is finally done. And here it is, as you see, 1, 2, 3. I don't want to touch those and get myself burnt because they are very hot. So I'm gonna set that to a side there, and I have the shrimp right here inside the batter. So basically, like I said, when you shake it up, don't just throw it in there. Always shake the excess batter off, and you just drop them right in the grease just like that. I think it's like 10 or 15 shrimp maybe. So it's not a lot, and it's not gonna take long for them to cook. So I'm gonna put them all in there and try to pull them all out around the same time. And you know, there's no way you have to do it. You can actually lay them on top of each other if you want, because it's deep fried, so you're not going to hurt anything by doing that. So I believe that's all the shrimp. Make sure I don't leave anything in there. And that's it pretty much, guys. So I'm gonna let the shrimp fry right now. And again, I used the same exact oil. I didn't change the oil. There was no need to, because it's all seafood. It's all the same batter. It's the same grease, the same oil. Again, those only need to cook for maybe 3 minutes. That's about it. You got to keep in mind that they're already pre-cooked. It does not take a whole lot to cook them. And most importantly, it does not really take a rocket scientist to cook shrimp. Fish and shrimp both run in the same family. They're both from the water. They both caught from the water, whether it's from the ocean, the lake, or the sea. Well, I don't think I've ever been to a lake or a river that has shrimp in it. I could be wrong. I just never seen any. So, woo, here we go, guys. I'm burping again. I don't know why, or hiccups every time I'm vlogging. Now, before I turned this camera on, I was not burping at all. So anyway, guys, if you guys want to see me mukbang this fish and shrimp basket, I'm gonna call it a fish and shrimp basket because it's not really a seafood boil. We'll call it a fish and shrimp basket mukbang. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you like this video, if you want me to continue doing videos like it, man. Also, I think I might have said it earlier, but just to make sure, all of my links to all of my social media is in the description box down below, man. So don't forget to follow your boy and show your boy some love, man. I think today we are about to hit 140,000 subscribers on the Crier family. Last I checked last night, it was like at 13,960. I don't really currently know what it is right now, but I thank you guys for all that, man. Without you guys, this would not be possible. And you guys are the reason why I keep dropping these videos like this every single day, and the reason why I'm going to continue to drop them every single day. So let's check on the progress of our shrimp, guys. The shrimps look like they are coming along very well. And this is why I wanted to deep fry these. Because I wanted to do like fried seafood today. It's like going to a restaurant, getting a fish and shrimp basket. This is exactly the same identical thing as that. The shrimp are actually done, but me being me, I like to go a couple minutes or a minute or two longer just to make sure, because I always like my food fried hard like my fish. Also, the corn, you might notice the color of it. I actually put the seafood boil seasoning in the corn this time. I did that when I turned the camera off because I wanted to add that extra flavor so I don't be sitting there adding a bunch of salt on my corn. Everybody knows to make corn good, you have to do what? You have to add two things. You have to add butter and salt. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this camera off, man. You know what? That wouldn't be fair for me to turn the camera off without me pulling the shrimp out and showing you the finished product. So let's do that real quick. You know I'm not trying to cheat you guys out of nothing. So for the persons and people who asked me to do how to fry catfish, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did this video for you guys, and also the benefit for me is I get to eat it for lunch today. I really didn't have a taste for fish today or shrimp, but because I was asked to do this, I like to keep my word. To let you guys know that I hear you and I do listen to you, and I pay very close attention to everything that you guys say and ask. I do read you guys' comments and I do appreciate it. So this is like just to show you guys that I do listen. A lot of people will not actually do what I do when it comes to video requests like this. So I'm glad to be one of the ones who actually can do this for you guys. Well, listen, man, I love you guys, man. I'm finna get ready set up so we can do the eating part of this video. So let's get the comments coming, guys. Let me know what cooking video that you want me to do next. Now remember, Sunday is gonna be open. That's Soul Food Sunday. It's gonna be my first Soul Food Sunday in my new crib, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, man. I love you guys. And you know what I always say, y'all wanna do it together? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. It's the D, the A, the M, the I, the O-N. I love you guys. I'm Damian Crier, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.